whatever you go to, there is someone who's doing it better than you, and there is someone who's doing it worse than you. Alright guys, how are you guys doing? My name is Jonathan LK and I want to welcome you guys to my channel. I know there is someone there who's going through tough time than me. That's just how I know. Like that's just like what I think. And I just want to make sure that person hear me out. I just want to make sure that person know that, okay, whatever I'm going through, Jonathan is going through something less than what I'm going through, or more than what I'm going through. So I'm not the worst person in the world. I'm not living a worst life in the world, because I always say that I'm from Congo, man, and the country I'm from, it's hard to make it. I know so many friends that I went to school with. Now they got their master degrees and they still don't have no jobs, because the way the country work, it doesn't give people chance like that. So, but I know some people back then too. They finished school, someone put them on. Now they make way more than what I make. They're living like they're living life. I remember 2 years ago I was talking to one of my friends, and his dad was the governor brother, and his dad himself was like, in one of the cabinet of the governor, stuff like that. And my friend was telling me how much he was making. I'm like, bro, you in Africa, you making that much? We need to switch bodies, man. But just to tell you, man, whatever you go to, there is someone who's doing it better than you, and there is someone who's doing it worse than you. That's what it is. Like, so don't sit there and kill yourself all the time, man. Like, I'm a loser. Don't tell yourself. Don't sit there all the time and feel like you wasted time. It's never too late, man. Like, it's never too late to do something. And sometimes we just gotta be thankful for what we have. I feel like as human being, we're not thankful for what we have because we always want more, which is in our nature. Don't please, guys. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself that you don't want more. We all want more. Okay, we all want more. And most of the time, the things that we want, we don't even need it. That's why it's called a want. There is a difference between wanting something and something that you need. Like, before, I was making videos with a camera. But if you notice my videos, the last 10 videos that I've posted right now, no, the last 7 or 10 videos that I post now, if you compare to the old videos where I was using Sony high camera quality, you will see that my phone's making my videos even look better. So I didn't need the camera at that time. I needed just to understand how to take my video, how to utilize the light and all that. Before, I had a good thing with good quality, but that was not a need. That was just a want. Now I can say that same camera, I can say I need it now, because now if I add it with things that I already put a want, that will make my video that I'm making right now way better. But at that time that I had the camera, I really didn't need it. That was just a want. So that's what I'm trying to say right there. Sometimes we confuse want and need, and we forget that we already have something that we can use. We forget that we already have accomplished something. We gotta be thankful for what we have, man. You really have to be thankful for what you have, because again, always remember that when you try to say like, oh, I should have been here. There's some people who wish they could be at your place. Like, there's someone who wish they could even have a car to drive from A to B, and you have a car, but you always complain about the car. So, and I understand sometimes, there is reason to complain about certain things, but all I'm saying in this video is just, you gotta be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. One day, I was home, and I tried to go in bed, and I couldn't sleep that day. Like, I was just in bed, just awake, just looking up at the ceiling, just talking to myself, and I felt like I was not doing the right thing, and I was kind of sad, I was sad for a while. I stayed in bed for like 2-3 hours, not sleeping at all. So then I just decided to walk around the house. I started walking around the house like a ghost. I was just walking around the house. I was walking around the house, and I ended up being in the between the kitchen and the hallway. Then I stood there, looking towards the kitchen and the living room, and I was just admiring my house. I know it's weird, but like, you're gonna get what I'm saying. I was just admiring the house. I was just like, wow, this place looks nice. And then I started to remember, what made this place look nice? What we had to go to. Like, before we moved to our first apartment, this is our second apartment, or third apartment, or fourth apartment, I don't know. But before we moved to our first apartment, we bought everything. I'm saying everything beside the TV, whatever we have in the house, we own it. We bought it like a month. Our couch, I remember I used to live at my parents' house, and we had these couches in my bedroom for like 2-3 months. table, every single thing we bought in advance, and we bought it cash. So we're now standing there. I was just admiring my house, but I was being thankful as well. Like, I know I want so many things in my life right now. I know I want to achieve so many things in my life, but let me see what I've done, because I know so many people, they have a house, their house look beautiful, all that. You go inside, you like, wow, but they still pay for those things month to month to month to month. In my house, I'm happy, and it's not showing off because I'm just talking. You guys don't know what I have in my house. So you guys don't know if I have a 36-inch TV or 85-inch TV. You guys don't know. But I'll just admire my house as like to remind myself, like, okay, you may not have what you want, you may not be where you want, you may not have that vacation that you want, but look at what you have accomplished so far. So many people, they don't have what you have. They don't live in the standard that you're living in. I remember when I used to be young, man, I would go to the mall, buy like, perfume. I would go buy a watch, and I'm paying for it every single month. Now I don't have nothing in my house is paid monthly, beside the rent and our phone, which is like, I think like 10 or something like that. But like, this is just to remind you, like, whatever you're going to, there is someone somewhere around the corner who's going to worse time than you. So you gotta be grateful for whatever you have, and anything else will come. Sometimes we just gotta be, it's just simple, just be grateful. You just be grateful. So that's why I was like, let me talk about this. What I was, why I was looking around the house. I was only looking around the house just to admire, like, okay, Jonathan, I know you want this kind of watch, this, but at the end of the day, you got something that so many we wish to have. So I remember my dad used to tell me, I don't know how they say. It was this French word, like sentence he would say. He said, "Contemple de sécurité." I don't know if I'm saying the word right, so don't judge me. But the sentence basically means be happy with what you have, because most of the time we don't see what we have until you lose it. So be happy that you have a car that you can drive from A to B. So many people, they don't have a car. I saw this video. There was this guy, I can't remember the whole thing, but like, he was like from one step to one step. This guy was in the Rolls Royce, and someone came to him. He was just looking at the car, and then he got mad. He's like, "Why are you looking at my car, man?" And the guy was like, "I wish I could have your car." And then the guy who was in the car with him telling him, "You see, you always complain about this car, like, the maintenance and all that. But look, you see someone there who wish they could have your car." And then that same person who said, "I wish I could have the Rolls Royce," he had like a Nissan or something like that, a red Nissan. And then he got in, and as he was driving outside, he hit someone who's on a bike, and he got mad at the person, because the person who was on the bike hit him, and he got mad. He's like, "Why did you hit me?" And then the guy's like, "Oh, I was just admiring your car. I wish I could have your Nissan." So he goes from there, and then that person on the bike got into argument with someone who was taking the bus. He's like, "I wish I could, have a bike to go to work instead of waiting for the bus." And the person in the bus met someone who didn't have legs, and then they got to like a conversation, stuff like that. He's like, "I wish I had legs like you so I can be able to walk." I know it's crazy, but this just to tell you, what you have, someone may not have it. What you don't have, someone may have it. All you gotta do is just be happy and be thankful for whatever you have. Like me, I'm thankful that I'm able to even sit here, to be able to breathe, to be able to speak, because I don't know what it takes not being able to talk. I don't know what it takes not being able to walk, So if God has blessed me with those things, all I can do is just be grateful, So this is what I was going to talk about. I'm glad that I didn't go out of topic, but I just hope this is helpful, and I hope that this ring a bell in your head. I know we want so many things in life, and not all of them gonna come at once. So whatever you get right now, just be happy with it. I'm not saying, don't regret, because if I say you don't need to regret, you're lying. Myself, I regret about so many things, man. But at the end of the day, I try to remind myself that God has blessed me so far, and He has proved me wrong all the time. And now the only thing I can do is just say thank you. And I'm grateful for what you have done for me. And as a human being, I know I wish so many things to happen in my life. So many times I was like, I'm gonna make this much this year. I'm gonna buy this year. I'm gonna do this year. And I end up doing some of those things. I end up not doing some of those things. So all I can do is just be thankful and control what I can control. And the things I cannot control, I leave it to God. It's that simple, man. Don't make it so complicated. And this is coming deeply from my heart because I just know there is someone out there who's going through tough time than me. And I know there is someone out there who's enjoying life more than me. And I'm thankful for whatever I have. Just be thankful for life, man. If things are not going right for you, all I can tell you, just be thankful. Because there is always something behind anything that's going in your life. And only God is in control of everything, man. You don't know how tomorrow is going to be. You're probably going to go to sleep today thinking tomorrow you're gonna go to work, and you end up going to work, you get fired, and you start complaining, and then the next thing you know, God bless you with a business. You forget it that you got fired. You will be like, oh God, thank you for getting me fired, because if I didn't get fired, this won't happen. So that's why I said earlier on, what you can control, you go ahead and control it. And the things that you cannot control, just leave it to God, because He's the only master. He's the only person who knows what's coming ahead of you. So with that being said, God bless you. I hope this was helpful. Peace.